Alright, what is up everybody? It's your man Evil Eye Dre here, coming at you again with another Black Ops 4 video. Now in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about two things that I've been thinking about recently. One, we're going to be talking about how the current meta is in Black Ops 4. And the next thing that we're going to be talking about is how to get nuclears more consistently so that, you know, we won't have so many high level players with no nukes. Because I understand the struggle. You know, getting nukes isn't a thing that just comes easy. But I've kind of, I've mastered it now, so I can actually drop nukes on a consistent basis again. So first of all, let's talk about the current meta of Black Ops 4. I don't know if anybody's been noticing. I'm sure you noticed. You get into a lobby with some prestige master using a DLC weapon you don't have, melting the shit out you. Currently, right now, the meta in Black Ops 4 is DLC weapons over everything. If you guys played this game late and you actually weren't able to get things like the Tiger Shark, like the Daemon, like the Switchblade, well then, if you run against these guns in your game, you will get beamed by them. And then let's talk about the new guns they added. You know, they actually added the Peacekeeper, they added the Stingray, and I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, even though we haven't gotten that update yet on Xbox, I am aware that they added the Argus and a crossbow and ballistic knives. Now, a lot of these weapons aren't really OP. I doubt a crossbow or ballistic knives could be OP. But as far as any other weapon, most of these guns is good as shit. And you're pretty much going to get melted by them because you have no exact way to get them. I mean, they did add a dupe protected like supply drop thing that you can buy, where it gives you 3 crates and you can get, you can get it for like 6 reserves. That's cool and that's dandy. But I mean, I know they probably added a decent amount of freaking the little things that hang off accessories and freaking camos and shit like that in the supply stream. So that's just how things go. But for the most part, what I'm just gonna tell you guys is, if you manage to get your hands on any of these DLC weapons, because I'm gonna be honest with you, as an Xbox player, I understand how this goes. This is exactly how DLC weapons work for us. Something comes out extremely overpowered on PlayStation, and by the time us players on Xbox get hold of it, it's usually a more balanced but still good thing. Apparently this Peacekeeper was just like raping everybody on PlayStation, and then we got it on Xbox and it was balanced. I mean, I still rape the shit out of everybody in the lobbies, but it's a little bit more balanced. I still may lose a gunfight here or there even though I'm using the Peacekeeper. Now with that being said, let's get on to how to get more consistent nuclears in Black Ops 4. Now, I've noticed, I've seen a lot of videos where it's high level players that don't have nuclears. A lot of times even some good players don't have nuclears, and it doesn't mean that you suck. It just means that sometimes you get close to a good nuke streak, but you die off to bullshit, which Black Ops 4 lives off of. This game thrives off of making you pissed off. You got things like the secret drone, nomads, freaking mesh mines that you can never see. I swear to God, like literally, I don't know. I don't even think people be putting them in good position, but you literally can't see or hear them until it's too late. You got Torque's barricade and his shield. I mean, Torque's not barricade, but his razor wire and his shield. And it's like, you got a lot of BS in this game you can die to. So I can understand why sometimes people can be irritated. So first of all, I'm gonna be straight up here. If you're going for a nuclear, you need a gun that's consistent. You need something that you can use that even if people are using bullshit in your lobby, you can still get around it. Now I'll be straight up here with you guys. Me personally, ever since I got this Peacekeeper, I've been using this shit, dropping nukes left and right. But I still drop nukes with base guns in the game. Rampart, KN, Maddox, ICR. It's all about how you play the game. Not too many times do people play this game and they try to find a gun that they see a YouTuber using in a video, thinking that they gonna have the same success. Different guns work different for different people. The ICR is that gun that anybody can use, but in me, I feel like the ICR, in my opinion, I feel like the ICR is overrated. It has no recoil, but that gun gets outgunned up close, and sometimes if somebody has armor, I know you can rock FMJ. And the typical setup you use with that gun would be, double grip FMJ red dot. But sometimes that gun's damage. It requires you to play a certain way. You got to play range, play head glitches, shit of that nature. I just don't like playing that. Which is why you see a lot of sweats in your lobbies using the Maddox. Maddox is more for that rushing play style. But my issue with the Maddox is I feel like, I don't know. I feel like that I wish that gun had something that can give it extra ammo. It has just enough ammo, don't get me wrong, but it's sometimes where if you run into a lobby and somebody's using body armor, or you got multiple people using body armor, that's gonna actually screw you over just a little bit. Not a lot, but just a little bit. But let me go ahead and tell you guys the ways that I feel that you can get better and actually be able to drop nukes on a more consistent basis. First of all, as I mentioned, get a weapon that you're consistent with. If you have DLC weapons, milk the shit out these guns. Because I mean, honestly, you can't be beat with most of these DLC weapons in the game. But if you don't, find something that's consistent. I don't know, maybe you want a gun that does a lot of damage. Boom, double high cal rampart. Maybe you want an all-around weapon. You can use Maddox or KN. Maybe you want to kill people at long range. That's where you got your freaking ICR. Maybe you want to use an SMG. Now, here's my thing with SMGs in this game. SMGs are really good. And I'm still not gonna say that like they're overpowered, because I ain't gonna lie to you. Ever since they switched them to hit scan, every SMG in this game is amazing. But you still get outgunned by some ARs in the game sometimes. That's just how it is. Because I feel like this is an AR dominant game, which is why I was recommending a lot of ARs. Now, let's talk about the playstyle. A lot of times people start to go for a nuke streak and they play for it. Sometimes you gotta realize you can't play for a nuke streak until the last second. And what I mean is, say for instance you going off, just keep playing normal. Don't try to look at the thing when it pop up on your screen, ruthless, relentless. Don't think, oh, I'm on 15 or oh, I'm on a 20. Let me go ahead and change my playstyle for the nuke. Because if you do that, you're just gonna screw yourself over. You probably gonna actually choke more when you notice what the streak is you on than when you don't. Now the next thing, you gotta sometimes be prepared that, you know, things can change at any moment. You might call a streak in, and you might call a UAV in and get shot out the air. You might you might run to the enemy spawn and then you hear, dog footsteps chasing, running your way. You have to be prepared for everything. Now, as far as like, specialist shit go, you really can't beat most specialist cheese in this game. You get hit with a Tempest, you're fucked. You get hit with a Purifier, you're fucked. You get hit with, if a dog is running after you, even if you try to run them towards your teammates, it's gonna still run after you, so you're screwed. But if you can play around all of this, you should be good. Also, I'm gonna be straight up here, best way to get a nuke is to have a noob lobby. Make sure you have a noob lobby where people act like they don't even know how to use a specialist. Because honestly, nukes is not really gonna happen too much against really skilled players, because everybody pulls out something to anti you. Maybe you two off a nuke and somebody pulls out a strobe light to guarantee you can't nuke them. Or maybe you're one off a nuke and you hear Ruin's grapple go off, and you already know what that means. Anytime a noob uses Ruin's grapple, you about to get your ass gravity spiked. And you're probably gonna quit off the game, throw a controller, and get pissed off. So in my honest opinion, if you want to get a nuke, choose a gun that's consistent. And not even if you want to just get a nuke, if you want to nuke consistently. Because I ain't gonna lie, a 30+ streak in this game is easy now, but at one point I was struggling with it. I kept getting a bunch of brews, because I just feel like once you hit that 25 mark, either you can't find people or you just start getting bullshitted. But hopefully these tips should help. Use a gun that's more consistent. Use streaks that also benefit you. As you see, I use UAV snipers and strike team. I use sniper's nest because it distracts the bots, so they can actually try to shoot that down. I use strike team because it allows me to have kind of like meat shields. A lot of times I just get melted right through them, but sometimes it's a meat shield. People gonna be too busy trying to shoot that they won't actually realize that you could be behind and running back, and boom, you got easy kills. And as you guys can see, I'm finna come up on my nuclear right here. I ain't gonna lie to you, I clutched it up real quick. I had just reloaded, and then this guy just came out the blue, and there is the nuclear. And hopefully all these tips can help you, because I notice this a lot of times. I see YouTubers making videos, and like, it be high level players who are higher level than me, who've been playing this game for a while, have dark matter, have like 100%er, but somehow have never gotten a nuke. It actually shocks me a lot of the times that it's people even like that in the first place. But I digress. Whatever it is. And with all that being said, guys, my name's Evil Andre. Smacking lobbies is my hobby. If you enjoyed the video, please sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on notifications if you're new. And I know I haven't posted in a while, boys. I know. And I know every time I say I'm gonna start posting consistently again, I wind up just not posting. I got gameplays stacked up. I should be able to have some videos for you guys for the next couple of days. And with all that being said, as I said before, my name's Evil Andre. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.